Welcome to Twickenham. England versus Tonga, and a big match for England. The coach, Clive Woodward, has said make no mistake about it. We're not taking this lightly. We've got to win it. For us, the knockout stages have come early. And the kickoff, you might note, has been delayed until 1:15. There was a traffic snarl up and the Tongans were late arriving. They wanted a postponement till 1:30. The organisers have compromised with 1:15. Pool B, so far, England beating Italy, New Zealand beating Tonga. England going down 30-16 in the most important match in the group. That cracker between Tonga and Italy, with the Tongans winning with the drop goal in the final seconds. And then yesterday, New Zealand swamping Italy, a magnificent display of rugby, 101-3. But if Tonga were to beat England, they would be the ones to go through. England 1 win and 1 point for losing. That's 3-1-4, same for Tonga. Italy out of it with only 3 points. But everything on today's game. To do their own form of the haka, the Sipi Tau. The haka is a bit of a strange story. This one really is a war dance. England have made 6 changes from the team which went down to New Zealand. Will Greenwood's back after that hamstring twinge he suffered against Italy. Jerry Guscott was originally on the bench but comes in for the injured Phil de Glanville. Paul Grayson replaces Johnny Wilkinson at number 10. Graham Rowntree and Phil Greening come into the front row. Gareth Archer into the second row. And there's one new cap. Joe Worsley at blindside flanker. Now the Tongan team has been pulled together from 6 countries. Their players ply their trade wherever they can make a living. Japan, New Zealand, South Africa, England and Wales. And just a few staying at home. Watch out for Jenna Lomu's cousin, Johnny Kaloi, at flanker, and the talented Sateki Tuipulotu at fullback. his winning drop goal against Italy gave him that rare full house, try, conversion, penalty and drop goal in one game. There's the referee, the very experienced Wayne Eriksson. And on the lines, he's got Joel Dumais and Alan Lewis. That Tongan war dance, as I was saying, the New Zealand haka, is actually a strange story about a guy hiding in a pit and waiting till the person who's after him has gone away and then coming out and safe and sound. But this one actually goes something like, let the foreigner beware. Today, I am a destroyer of souls. I'm everywhere. To the halfbacks and backs, gone is my humanness. Hey, hey, aye, aye, zap. Maul and loose forward shall I mow, and crunch any fierce hearts you know. Ocean I drink, on fire I dine, to death or victory, my will is fine. That's what they're taking in. And away they go. Tuipulotu with the kick. Delalio into midfield, straight into Koloi. Paul Grayson doesn't find touch. Tapiafi, who plays sevens for Australia, he's got good pace, we know. Now the Tongans roaring away. It's Ben Herkevalu. The wide kick from Vunipola, the captain. Matt Perry's back, hoists it long, finds a good touch on halfway.
Bit of a kicking duel to start, won by England. As Francois said in this studio, they need to do the hard yards. They've got the right guys to do that. Lawrence Delalio, Richard Hill, they'll do it for them.
Penalty to England, and that was for illegal lifting. Wayne Eriksson going to the letter of the law. The lift must have been on the legs, not on the shorts. That's the directive that has been put out by the refereeing consultative committee. And the educated right boot of Paul Grayson puts it into touch. Grayson, a former semi-pro footballer. There you are, you can see very clearly the man in red being hoisted by his legs, on the referee getting in the way, but it didn't matter because the throw wasn't straight. Again, that's been one of England's failings. It's a little bit windy today, so it's going to be more difficult, but that was a throw to the front, so it's not what they wanted. England just a touch heavier, really nothing in it. It's a very big Tongan pack. Penalty, England. Front row troubles going in. It was a crooked push from the Tongan props. They're standing there looking absolutely amazed, but Wayne Eriksson just sends them back, and Paul Grayson will have a chance to put the first points on the board for England.
And really, it's just the start England wanted. Tonga's penalised twice, and this one could make them pay. Paul Grayson, ex-soccer player, does nothing miss from here.
A bit of a kicking game, Steve, at the start actually will suit England as well. Settle them down and perhaps take a little bit of fire out of the Tongans if they can't get ball to run with. Paul Grayson, 256 points for England. Now it's 2:59, England lead, 3 points to 0.
And that's ideal. Against New Zealand, for quarter of an hour, England just couldn't get points on the board, a lot of pressure. This time, straight away, less than 2 minutes, Paul Grayson's put him on the board.
Elisi Vunipola, the captain at fly half, his brother Theo Vunipola, the hooker. The long ball, Matt Dawson underneath it. Delalio again at the midfield, this time getting away from Colloy, but not getting past Finau. Ooh, the ooze went up from the England crowd. That pass a little bit low, but well taken by Perry.
Yeah, a bit of a sloppy one, but trying to use Matt Perry's left foot, right thing to do. Perry caught it, cleared his lines.
Grayson made his debut against Western Samoa right back in '95. Was injured in the Irish match last year. And after that, Mike Catt played out the rest of the championship. Over the top. Greening carrying it on. Delalio back inside. Roundtree. Knocked on by Grayson. But away comes Martens, the scrum half. Burrowing in the Tongans. England penalised. Just coming round the side. Martin Johnson asking why, but somebody coming in from the side. Offside. And what are Tonga going to do? They're going for goal.
And that, John, is how England do not want to play it. Sloppy ball. Martin's made the most of it. They're going to roll away here. Just give them the Tongans, knock them down. They don't, they spoil it. And Wayne Eriksson very clear. Penalises England.
Sateki Tuipalotu. 408 points, so very experienced, and he did come up with that lovely full house. It's something every player, every back, every kicker enjoys achieving at some time in their international career. Try, conversion, drop goal and penalty in one match. Now plays for Leeds in the English second division. Born in Auckland, this fullback. It's only about 42 metres, no problem at all lengthwise. But he couldn't get the direction. It went left of the left upright. Austin Healy ready to take the quick one. Greenwood had gone to the right wing in case. Grayson hitting it long. Martens over his head and Tuipalotu. Colloy. Chip and chase. Bounced nastily for England. Healy goes back. Just puts it up the touchline. That's a very, very good kick. Obviously owed something to good fortune, but that was the best he could do.
Very good kick, no angle at all. Lovely chip through from Vunipola. This is the chip. Bad bounce for Perry. He recovers it, turns, no angle. Terrific kick.
Greening taking up the scrum half position again, gets the ball again too. Poor throwing by the Tongans. It's a penalty to England, but they don't need it. Dawson away, just tripped at the vital moment, but they're still trundling forward. That's Gareth Archer. Back it comes to the right. Can they put him into space? Delalio's out there. Goes back inside. Now he'll run at the heart. Dawson. Perry in at fly half. That was risky. They got away with it. Greenwood. And there was an offside way back on the 22. Quickly taken by Dawson. Roundtree's there to carry it forward. There's still a penalty for England if they don't get the full advantage. Now Wayne Eriksson's dropped his hand. He's decided that there is enough. No, he's called them again for not being back 10. That was really a free ball to England because they were always going to get another penalty unless they scored a try.
Yeah, sharp play by Matt Dawson. Couldn't really lose. Tapped and went. Tongans obstructed. Always going to get 10 metres.
Well, Matt Dawson feeling the power of the Tongan tackling. They do tend to go a bit high. Remember, a legal tackle is one which is below the shoulder level. You're perfectly entitled to go up around the chest. It might not be classic, but it's very useful to wrap people up sometimes.
And there's Wayne Eriksson. Tongan backline all offside. Matt Dawson, quick tap. Nowhere near 10 metres, nowhere 1 metre, let alone 10. They're always going to get it back. Nothing to lose. In the end, it fizzles out, and Wayne Eriksson says, go back to the infringement, kick at goal, 10 metres closer to where they started.
So coming up to 10 minutes gone. Grayson has a second chance. Converted the first one, England leading 3-0. That goes over, and it draws a little bit more of the Tongan sting. 6-0. And if England could creep away to a good margin like 12 or 15 without really having to feel the brunt of the Tongans, they'd be very happy, Steve.
Certainly would, John. And also they're against quite a strong breeze, so any points in this half will be gratefully accepted.
Vunipola, Dawson, Delalio, same format. England scrum. That was not developing into a ruck or maul, it was a pile-up, said the referee, so he caused the scrum.
Yes, and Lawrence Delalio, he's unafraid of Tongan reputations. He's doing those hard yards from the kickoffs. He's running at them.
Yes, he's very much the carrier. I see one of the spread betting companies has got a bet called Larry's Carriers, betting on the number of yards that he's going to carry the ball during any one match.
Did you have a little flutter, JT?
I find it difficult enough to keep track of it without putting money on it. Big drive and penalty now to England. Again, the pass wasn't all it might have been, but they weren't back 10, and Wayne Eriksson, you can see his right arm outstretched to signal that there's still a penalty on offer to England. They hope they won't need it. Vickery to Healy. He missed his kick, but Guscott gets to it. Vickery carries on, lays it back well. That was a big tackle on him. Now they've got space if they can move the ball wide. Worsley into the game for the first time. The new cap. Quickly taken by Dawson, gets the ball away to Delalio. Greenwood. Delalio going for the short route again, getting his hands on the ball and just driving. Dawson cuts inside. England's first try. Matt Dawson's 9th for his country.
And that's a lot of tries from the scrum half. Matt Dawson, you can't give him an inch. He loves this little tap and go. That starts the movement off. Greenwood tries to draw his man, doesn't manage it. Luger does well. He's strong, stays on his feet. Delalio right at his shoulder, rips it out. Look at Dawson. Spots those gaps all day long and tends to go through them 9 times out of 10.
Matt Dawson, another ex-footballer. He played for Chelsea boys, and he was a school's county standard cricketer, played wicketkeeper. Paul Grayson played a bit with Preston, and then started rugby with Preston Grasshoppers, went to Waterloo and is now at Northampton. And he's missed the conversion. So England 11 Tonga 0. Grayson slings away his kicking tee in disgust.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Easy miss, but back to the try. Here's where it's made. Luger as well. Look at Delalio. Look at Delalio right on his shoulder. Rips it out. Quick ball now. That's what the backs want. And Matt Dawson, lovely sidestep. Good little player, isn't he?
Tremendous player. Scored those 2 tries for the Lions in '97. That brilliant try in the first test that absolutely stopped the South Africans in their tracks and set the tone for the whole series. Vunipola dropped by Archer. 2 knock-ons. The referee missed it. That great pile of bodies between him and the action, but you can see Alan Lewis, the touch judge on this side, just talking into the handle of his flag where there's a microphone that links him to the referee. Off the back comes number 8, Tuipolatu. First driving, Fatani takes it on. The Tongans mounting their first attack. Oh, and they move it wonderfully wide. That's Tueti, Dave Tueti. Over he goes. And Tueti, the right wing, after a smashing set move. The Tongans opening England up like a can of sardines.
Certainly did. All came from the kickoff. Sloppy kickoff by England, led him in the game. Lovely back move. We all know they can run. Now we see Tueti, dangerous runner. You can't leave him with space. Lovely sidestep inside. Saw the line, took the try. Tonga back in the game.
Well, that shows how dangerous they can be. Tueti played 5 times for North Harbour in New Zealand. Then he went back to Tonga before coming over to the UK. Played for Bristol last season, and now he's joined Neath. And look at this, the way he comes off the right foot. Beautiful run. And with that sort of momentum, nothing was going to stop him. Nearly 15 stone of him. They're a big set of backs, not one of them under 14 stones, including the scrum half. Sateki Tuipolatu with the kick. That looks good. Over it goes, and England know they're in a game. England 11, Tonga 7.
And really, you've got to say this is the first chance Tonga have had to run the ball. So if ever they want to put a marker down, this is it.
Grayson drops out, and England will be furious at themselves for that lapse in defence. Penalty. There was a boot coming through the maul to kick that ball away, and that's illegal. Here come the big charges. Tau, the prop, 18 stone 5 of him. Tueti again. That was out. Greening could have gone through on his man, but he stopped thinking he was offside, I think. Healy to Perry. Well, he stops twice, but gets away. Just caught in the end by Tatafu. Guscott. Worsley, well, he rips the ball away, but in fact loses it, and he's lucky because England have got a penalty back at the maul. And once again, Grayson is taking no chances. This one's right in front. It might be 42 meters out, but it's really a simple kick for him, and England are going to take the points.
Yeah, quite right too. Wayne Eriksson making it clear Tongans cannot fringe around the rucks and mauls. They must be bound, and they must come in from the back feet. Good refereeing.
Paul Grayson and Matt Dawson both started their international careers on the same day against the Western Samoans, as they were then in 1995. Plenty of length. Oh, that's lovely. He really does strike the ball very sweetly. Over it goes, and England stretch the lead again. 14-7.
A sweet strike, Paul Grayson. Just like taking a corner for Accrington Stanley. He's used to it.
Good drop out from Vunipola. Well, Archer makes a better fist of it that time, but still lost control. Perry just pushes it into space. He's got a lovely roll on that ball. That's going to go all the way into touch.
That's a better kick-off, John. Gareth Archer this time made up for his kick-off before, caught it just about, and they go wide once again, using Perry's left foot into the wind. Good thinking.
Richard Hill comes away from the back of the line-out. He's wearing the number 7, moving from the blind side to the open side today in the absence of the kneel back. And Joe Worsley, the new cap, is standing in the scrum half position. Tongans have it, hoist it high. Perry under it, offloads to Luga. Can he cut through? Lovely run from Luga. Step through beautifully. The Tongans get him down on the 22. Penalty to England signalled. But they'll really want the quick ball instead. It's already been slowed. And now the Tongans are strung out across the field. There's no space at all. And Wayne Eriksson gives the penalty. I'm sure he's going to start thinking about some more serious penalties against the Tongans for continuous infringement.
Yes, and so he should. He's warned them once. Deliberately killed the ball there. Great run from Dan Luga. That's when you really want quick ball running onto it. Gaps everywhere. Tongan hand stopped it. That's the break from Luga. God, he's really quick, this lad. Not many people catch Christian Cullen from behind. He did last week. Now look at this. This is where they want the quick ball. Look at the Tongans offside all over the place, really. Mr. Eriksson should have a word.
But Grayson will take the points on offer. Over it goes. 17-7. A nice 10-point cushion. England will be very happy to be playing the game with that sort of cushion at this stage.
Yes, they will, and especially into this strong breeze. The second half, I would imagine Grayson will kick it down, and England should camp themselves on the Tongan 22.
Vunipola this time going long. Dawson, Delalio, I can say before it even goes to him. It's a penalty again. They're offside. They're offside all the time. And I'm sure he's got to call in the skipper and talk to him about this, because every single time there is any sort of maul, ruck, or even set piece, they're going offside.
Yes, same guy as well, John. Number 8, Tuipulotu, offside last time, offside then. And Mr. Eriksson, in no uncertain terms, is saying next time is yellow card.
And Elisi Vunipola. You've got about 8 different offside laws in rugby, but in terms of the ruck and maul, it's the rear foot which is the all-important thing. You must join from behind the rear foot, and you can't break away from the ruck or maul until the ball is actually out on the other side. Well, he had to have 2 goes at it, but Archer came up with the ball, but then was robbed. The Tongans have turned England over at the line-out. In drives Tuipulotu, sets it up. There's the open side flanker, Paloi. England offside this time. Penalty Tonga. Will they go for goal or will they take a quick one? Richard Hill, last to his feet, looks in disbelief. They're going for goal. Damien Hopley down in the tunnel. I think you've got some news on Matt Dawson. So lining up the kick again, Sateki Tuipulotu. 411 points now for his country. Coming up to 25 minutes gone in the first half. 17-7 England lead at the moment. Yep, he turns away, happy that that one's going over. England 17, Tonga 10. They haven't won this one yet.
No, they just can't get away, can they? Tonga keep coming back at them. That was a soft one, really. Richard Hill offside. All he's got to do is stay behind the back feet.
But it did come really from the mistake at the line-out. That's what allowed Tonga to get on the charge. Well, they've come away with it. Beautiful handling from the Tongans. Inside from Tutafu, but it didn't go to hand. A knock on, and that will be a scrum down to England.
And that's where they're so dangerous. Broken play. Jerry Guscott did well there. He stopped it. Got a hand on it. And that's what Tongans love, don't they? Breaking out of defence. Support players everywhere.
Dave Waterston, their coach, Kiwi-born, but resident in South Africa. He was part of Kitch Christie's technical team at the 1995 World Cup. Has done a terrific job at giving them more discipline in the set pieces. Straight to Jerry Guscott, a set move, looping round. It was Paul Grayson. Healy ducking and diving. Jerry Guscott thrown down. The ball still going backwards. It's got to be set up by England all over again, though. Healy in at scrum half, chipped through by Grayson. He had to make that bounce or they'd have been able to mark it. Hill takes his man. Everybody running on, the knock-on coming from Taupeafi. So England have a chance to counter-attack. Dawson, Guscott, Worsley. He'll be happier with that bit of play. Worsley always takes a bit of getting used to in your first international. Healy, though, free, streaking for the line, pulled down a metre short. Now, lots of Tongans out there too, but Greening straight through the middle. And Greening, who's come into the side for Richard Cockerell, scores the second try for England, making a real bid to be the starting hooker in the knockout phases.
And this is where Phil Greening is so good. First break from Austin Healy. He almost got there. He was put through by Will Greenwood. Lovely inside pass. Now it's quick ball. Tongan's trying to kill it again. Don't manage it. Tongan's streaming back, all offside. Phil Greening knows that. Sees the hole and goes to the try line. Tackle a bit high as well. Ducked under that one.
Phil Greening now with Steve Smith's old club. Sale Sharks, we have to call them these days, I believe. But the move up there has really sort of rejuvenated his career. He became a bit of a fat boy down at Gloucester, didn't he? Got up at one stage to about 17 stones. He's now trimmed himself down to 15.5.
It's the beer in Manchester, John. It's less calories in it.
Grayson with the kick, it goes over. And England really do now have a comfort zone. They lead 24 points to 10.
Try to England, scored by number 2, Phil Greenwood.
That was a little pass from Greenwood. Lovely ball to Healy. He almost makes it. Gets the ball back well here. And there you can see Tonga trying to kill it, don't manage it. Eventually there it's to Greening. He finishes it off in style.
Greening's second try for England. Dawson, Delalio again. Oh, a little switch this time to Hill. You can take them on this time, says Lawrence. Tuipulotu brought down by 2 of them, but kept the ball alive well. Lovely run from Martin. In goes Tau. And the Tongans again showing how dangerous they can be in broken play. Bang, straight up the middle goes Finau. Martin's putting it wide. Big second row, Kivalu. Vunipola almost breaking the tackle was Tau. Penalty to Tonga. The big wraparound signal showing that England were not getting away from the tackle ball. Matt Dawson still in trouble. Kevin Murphy and Terry Crystal, the England team doctor, are swarming around Dawson like a couple of bees. Dawson, I think, insisting he's all right, but I don't know whether they're thinking ahead, Steve.
I think he is in trouble, John. When he tried to make that tackle on Martins, he couldn't make it. Definitely he's got a sore shoulder.
And they'll be very anxious that he is not out of action for the later stages of the competition. And it looks as if Elise Vunipola is in trouble too, the Tongan captain.
If Dawson goes off, I think Healy will go to scrum half.
Certainly, he's the only cover they've got there. And it looks as if Dawson is coming off. Well, we'll get news of the extent of that injury as soon as we can. Nick Beale is the man coming on. He'll go to the wing, and Austin Healy will go into the scrum half position permanently. Tapu Alualu is the man on for Vunipola. He's a utility back, plays his rugby in South Africa. Well, that's down as a blood replacement at the moment, but I don't think that's a blood replacement at all. That's an injury to Matt Dawson. And it's his shoulder that's the problem.
Yes, must be internal bleeding. Certainly isn't bleeding externally, that's for sure.
And the Tongans really getting the drive on at the base of the scrum. The ball there you can see ready to come for them. Just trying to time the run. It's Tueti. Sorry, it's Taupeafi, the other winger. Archer holds his man down. Oh, there's a gap appearing, and nearly through it was Fatani. Relief for England, clinging on after he'd been tackled. You must release it once you're on the floor. And Fatani didn't do that. He didn't quite have the support where he wanted it, so he tried to hold on until it arrived.
Yeah, relief for England, but good defence here. These Tongans take some tackling, they take some pulling down. They managed to do that. And there you see the Tongans holding on. It's got to come back immediately.
Grayson puts it straight up the middle. Perry. Oh, that is very dangerous. Now that deserves a yellow card in my book every time.